Hello, good morning, dear students. This is Thiru sir, your SST teacher. Welcome to the online tutorial classes of Sri Eknath Rao Khadse Talent English Medium School, Muktanagar. So, dear students, today we are going to learn the third chapter. The third chapter name is India, Physical and Political Division. So today we are going to learn the physical and political divisions. So today I am going to start this lesson. So definitely it may be two parts. Okay, first part today we are going to start. First things, everybody knows that our India is a vast country, means very big country. Yes or not? Its size, each and everything, it is very big country. This way, first we are going to discuss something. Geographically, India is a vast country. Everybody knows it. According to the size in the world, it is 7th position. It is the 7th largest and most popular democratic country in the world. India is bounded by the Indian Oceans in the south, the Arabian Ocean in the west, the Bay of Bengal in the east, and the Greater Himalaya Range in the north. In this way, total boundary are covered with nature. So, the students, our total physical division has been divided into 6 parts. How many parts? 6 parts. One is northern mountains. Another one is Great Indian Desert. Another one is the coastal plains. Next one is the northern plains. Next, the southern plateau and the island ranges. In this way, total 6 physical division are present in India. Among them, the first one is the northern mountain. So let us focus on the northern mountains. So this is total. I have showed these are total physical features. Yes or not? First one is northern mountains. Then after northern plain areas. Then after plain areas, then after means deserts, then after islands. Got it? So in this way, total 6 physical division are present in India. The first point is the northern mountains. These are the northern mountains. So in the northern mountains, there are mainly including Himalaya ranges and Karakoram ranges. First one is Himalaya ranges and second one is Karakoram ranges. So just I am reading para, just listen and understand carefully. The northern mountains include the Himalayan and the Karakoram mountain range. The Himalaya range is the highest mountain range in the world. There are many peaks in these mountain ranges. So this Himalaya ranges, the most highest mountains are present in these ranges all over the world, and it has a different many peaks, many highest peaks. Let you see about the highest peaks. The peaks of the Himalaya remains covered with snow throughout the year. The Himalayas form natural boundary between India and China. Got it? So this border, this create some boundaries. Why? Because here those mountains, those peaks, the highest peaks which are present here, throughout the year it is covered with snow. In this way, it became a big boundary between China and India. Between China and India, the Himalaya create a biggest boundaries. So in these mountains, the highest peak is Mount Everest. Mount Everest. The height of the Mount Everest is 8,850 meter. 8,850 meter, which is highest peak in the world. Just keep in mind. Next we are going to discuss the northern plain. So northern plain, these are called northern plain. Have you seen this? These are called northern plain. Generally, the northern plain is created by the Ganga. So it also known as the Gangetic plain also. Northern plain or Gangetic plain. So I am reading, listen carefully. The northern plain occupy a greater part of northern India. They lie between the Himalaya and the southern peninsula. This area is also known as Gangetic plain. Just some time before I have told you the northern plain is also known as Gangetic plain. Why? Because the Ganga river created the northern plain area. Okay, so these are all the northern plain areas which is created by the Ganga river. So not only Ganga river but also Yamuna, Ravi, Satluj, which is originated from the Himalaya. This all created the Gangetic plain or the northern plain area. Now we are going to discuss the desert area. Have you seen? This is the Rajasthan. Where is the largest quantity of desert are present? In Rajasthan. So let you see what are the important things in Rajasthan. A desert is a large area of land covered with sand. Strong wind carry a large amount of sand with them. The Greater Indian Desert or the Thar Desert is located in the northwestern part of India. Northwestern part of India. So let you see the northwestern part of the India. So in this way, the Gangetic plain is very famous. So the next chapter you just read. Hardly any crop or trees are found in the desert. The whole Rajasthan sand frontiers run through it. Everybody knows definitely we can't get more water in the desert area. That's why the crops, the trees and plants, each and every, very hardly it is visible. Where in Rajasthan area. Now we are going to focus the southern plateaus. South side plateaus. Generally southern plateaus are coming this direction like that. These are the southern plateaus, or we can say we also can say it Deccan Plateau. So let you see, the land which is flat and higher than its surrounding area is called a plateau. The southern plateau covers a large part of the country. It is triangular in the shape. It is broad towards the north and narrow towards the south. It is surrounded by the Arabian Sea west, the Bay of Bengal in east, and Indian Oceans in the south. It covers a large part of Indian peninsula. See, just like that. It is actually broad in the north side. When you go gradually in the south side, the size of the Deccan plateau, the size of the plateau gradually decreasing towards the south. It covers with east side Bay of Bengal, west side Arabian Sea, and the south side the Indian Oceans, which is closely covered to the plateau. Now we are going to see the coastal plain. The coastal plain, what is the coastal plain? Here also mountain present, here also mountain present. This part is known as coastal plain. This part is known as coastal plain. Got it? In this coastal plain, so let you see, India has a long coastlines. On the western side of Indian western coastal plain, and the eastern side is eastern coastal plain. I will say, just said you, western side is called western coastal plain and eastern side is called eastern coastal plain. These plains stretches about the 6,000 kilometers of mainland. They are separated from each other in Deccan Plateau, but they meet to each other at Kanyakumari. The land in this region is very fertile and the climate is neither too hot or not too cold. Though it is middle of the Deccan Plateau, this is called Deccan Plateau. I have said before, Deccan Plateau. This Deccan Plateau making separate to both of coastal plain, and both are attaching in the Kanyakumari. Both are connecting in the Kanyakumari land. So now this region's climate is very nice, not more hot nor more cold. Means it is maintaining the moderate climate. Though it is, why it is moderate climate? Because it is near the oceans. That's why it is maintaining the moderate climate. Understand? Next we are going to see the island of the regions. Islands. Have you seen? Here islands will be there. Here also some islands will be here. So the island is pieces of land surrounded by water all sides. There are many small islands along the two coastal plains. Some of these islands are a part of India. The Andaman Nicobar Island. This side is Andaman and Nicobar Island in the Bay of Bengal. Next, west side is group of islands in the Bay of Bengal. Another group of island is Lakshadweep, situated in the Arabian Sea. It is the smallest union territory of India. Here is the Lakshadweep Island. This Lakshadweep Island is smallest union territory of India. Just keep in mind, Bay of Bengal, which islands are present? Andaman Nicobar Islands are present. And Arabian Sea, which island are present? Lakshadweep or Minicoy Island are present in Arabian Sea. And one more point, Lakshadweep is the very smallest union territory in India. Got it? Now, next class we are going to read remain portions. Okay? So read the lesson, understand carefully. Then after, you also read, find out its hard words, some difficult words, write down it. Understand? Write down it properly. Give the title name, India, physical and political divisions. Then after, write all the hard words. Some difficult word which is you don't know. That hard words you write. Some important point also write some year. Like that, just underline it in your textbook. So it is mostly help to you. Okay, thank you. Next session, next paragraph we will discuss. Okay, thank you, bye.